So I've had access to the survival mode private beta for Illuvium. And to be honest with you, I'm not sold. My honest review. You're watching Najaf Plays Journey Through Illuvium. To start, I have to say that I don't have any partnerships with Illuvium, but I am invested in the project. You also have to keep in mind that this is the first private beta. There are known bugs, balancing issues, and an incomplete roster of Illuviums. And the survival mode is just one small part of what the official launch is going to bring. If you're watching this, you've likely already seen other posts and reviews about how beautiful the graphics are and how addicting the gameplay is. And don't get me wrong, this is all very true. I mean, just take a look at this. And this. And this. But I'm going to be looking at this from a slightly different perspective. See, each night I get home from work and I'm excited to fire up the game. I look through the new deck, I play 3 or 4 games, and then I stop. For days I couldn't figure out why. I mean, I would get so excited to fire up the game and see all these beautiful creatures and to see how high I can rank up on the leaderboard. And this game is so strategic with so many mechanics to think about, and I've always loved strategy games. But after a few games for the night, I was done. I even started questioning if this was the game for me. But then it hit me. The reason I was closing out of the game after a few tries has nothing to do with the game itself. Years ago, I stopped playing video games, even the games I really enjoyed, because I decided games were just a waste of time. I became addicted to productivity, and I hated wasting my time. What drew me into crypto gaming was the fact that all of a sudden, I could play games, and it wasn't a waste of time anymore. Quickly, that turned into how much money I could make in these games, and the gameplay didn't matter. But that got old real quick. And then I came across Illuvium, and I thought, finally, a game that I can enjoy playing, but also that it was not a waste of time. The things that I was most excited about Illuvium just aren't here yet. And to be honest, this private beta is just making me more impatient. I want to get out in the overworld and catch these Illuvials and know that they belong to me. I want to fire up the game each day and see my Illuvials waiting there for me. I want to sit there and stare at my deck thinking what Illuvials I need to catch to improve. I want to have a strategy that fits my playstyle, that I can build on each day. I want to compete against real people. But most importantly, I want to know that I'm being productive with my time. Honestly, the private beta just doesn't do it for me. But the most exciting part about the conclusion I came up with is that it is coming. As impressive as the private beta looks and feels, it's like taking one bite of your favorite ice cream and putting the bin back in the freezer. And every time you open that freezer, you see that bin, but no, you can't touch it for another few months. You're 100% certain you want it, especially after that first taste, but you can't have it. At least not yet. To wrap it all up, I'm not sold on the private beta, but I couldn't be more bullish on Illuvium and their roadmap. This private beta has proven that there is a real game and it's playable, and it shows us just how close we are to the full release of the game. While we wait, I'll continue to make more and more content on Illuvium and continue to invest my time and money into the project. The future is bright for anyone in GameFi, especially if you're involved in Illuvium. And remember, luck happens when preparation meets opportunity.